how the times can change, but certain men will not change. And I'm only going to specifically today focus on men from the film industry. And you would wonder how come that's even possible, because that's one industry where I would think there is complete, gender equality. Actually, more than equality, the gender does not really matter when you're taking a shot. It's about giving a shot, about telling a great story. But then, hey, this is what has happened. That's our top story. How Telugu actor Shivaji's misogynistic remarks proves that there is regressive thinking, and this regressive thinking, ladies and gentlemen, refuses to die away. The South Indian film industry needs no praise really from anybody. I'm a South Indian and I'm saying it. In recent times, it has garnered much praise for the stupendous box office hits. Everybody wondering how come South Indian cinema does so well. It's always done well. And also, we've won several Academy Awards, particularly for music. And it has always had a very vibrant history if you go back and study about South Indian film industry. The times have changed, but then certain things remain the same. Telugu actor Shivaji's sexist remarks telling women actors how to dress to be perceived as respectable has drawn all around criticism. It all began on 22nd of December when Shivaji was speaking at a pre-release event for an upcoming Telugu film called Dandora. At the event, he complimented the host of the event, who was wearing a sari, and addressed her as Amma, which is indeed a term of respect. But then commented by saying, he also added it to it, and I think it was very nice. Importantly, your dress sense is very good. So far, so good. Now, even as the audience cheered him for saying what he did, it was what he said next which was downright misogynistic and vulgar. In recent times, Shivaji, of course, has played several characters, but there is one particular character called Mangapati. He played it, in which he is a very strong patriarch, very stereotypical patriarch who brooks no kind of, nonsense from anybody. And Shivaji, poor thing, perhaps took that seriously and proceeded to tell women actors that they must cover their skin to be deemed respectable. Listen in.
ఇంకో విషయం చెబుతున్నా, అమ్మాయిలు హీరోయిన్లు ఈ బట్టలు పెడితే వేసుకొని పోతే మనమే దరిద్రం అనుభవించాల్సి వస్తమ్మా. ఏమనుకోవద్దు, హీరోయిన్లు అందరూ మీరు అనుకున్నా నాకు పోయేది లేదు, లాగి పీకుతాం మనం, అది వేరే విషయం. కానీ మీ అందం చీరలోనో, మీ అందం నిండుగా కప్పుకునే బట్టల్లోనే ఉంటుంది తప్పితే సామాను కనపడే దాంట్లో ఏముండదమ్మా. అవి వేసుకున్నంత మాత్రాన చాలామంది చూసినప్పుడు నవ్వుతూ అంటారు, కానీ దేద్రముండ ఎలాంటి బట్టలు ఎందుకు వేసుకుని కాస్త మంచి వేసుకోవచ్చుగా, బాగుంటావు కదా అనాలనిపిస్తుంది లోపల. అనలేము. అంటే మళ్ళీ స్త్రీ స్వాతంత్రం లేదా, స్వేచ్ఛ లేదు. స్త్రీ అంటే ప్రకృతి, ఎంత అందంగా ఉంటే అంత గౌరవం పెరిగిద్ది. ఈ ప్రకృతి అద్భుతంగా ఉంటుంది. అలాగే స్త్రీ, మా అమ్మ చక్కగా ఎప్పటికీ గుండెల్లో కనపడతా ఉంటుంది, ఒక సావిత్రమ్మ కానీ, ఒక సౌందర్య కానీ. అలాగే ఈ జనరేషన్లో ఇంకా చాలామంది, రష్మిక, చాలామంది అమ్మాయిలు ఉన్నారు.
Shivaji, who worked as an actor and dubbing artist in Telugu films for nearly 3 decades, he found a renewed fame, of course, because he played this character Mangapati, like I said. But then his statements are downright misogynistic and also very, very objectionable. The audience, of course, kept chanting Mangapati, 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 and went on to tell women actors that they must be covering themselves up to be respectable. He then gave, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of unnecessary advice, but faced much repercussions over his derogatory comments. I mean, I don't want to play those bites. Some of them have very, very, terrible words being used for a woman. He said that we should cover ourselves up. That itself is objectionable. He used some very derogatory words. As against Amma, he used another word. And I don't want to use it on national television, but you are wise enough to understand what he must have said. The last refuge of scoundrels, as it were, when it comes to, putting a woman down. Anyway, the Telangana State Commission for Women issued a notice against Shivaji and asked him to appear in person before the panel before the year ends. The commission to suo moto's cognizance of the matter and shall conduct an inquiry under Section 16(1)(b) of the Telangana Women's Commission Act 1998. Shivaji, however, issued a public apology admitting that his choice of words was inappropriate. Here's his apology. Take a look.
In Dandora pre-release event, Dandora is my film. In Dandora pre-release event, I said, don't wear bad dresses. Wear nice dress and go. If you want to go in public, go with nice dress. At the same time, and I said two unparliamentary words. I said sorry, but whatever I said, the statement, I stood. But I really my sincere apologies through ANI, all the women who affected.
Well, he looked stressed out, but he's an actor, right? And what I think the first line of it was so tepid, it was so unconvincing, where he said, I was not referring to all women. Shivaji, it's not about all women, it's about every woman, period. I think he needs to learn a lesson. Let's debate. We've got an actor who's always spoken against such men, whether it's a Tamil film industry, Malayalam film industry, or Telugu film industry. Kasturi Shankar, who's also a lawyer apart from being an actor, where he shoots from the hip, does not mince words. Kasturi, I am so glad that you are here. I asked for you specifically, knowing full well that you are not going to go to X just to make a statement, because you will speak. Because let me also add, without taking name, lot of actors, performers have said a lot of things, but you tell them, will you speak? No. You know, why unnecessary? So I wonder what is so unnecessary about you and I, Kasturi, this gender, people who work. You are an actor, I am not, but I am also on camera. So look at this. I remember Nadamuri Balakrishna also pushing off Anjali, if you may recall. Anjali, of course, later said, oh, it's all okay, he's my elder and all that. And one knew why she was saying that. There is complete paranoia, you know, considering. We know Radha Ravi, you know, I mean, perennial and really legendary when it comes to, he didn't spare Nayanthara, we all remember. There are several others, Bailwan Ranganathan in Tamil film industry. I want to know, Kasturi, the times have changed. And let's go back a bit. You know, even when they were doing Sampurna Ramayana or Mahabharata, the women were wearing kanchukis, I mean, which is a bodice. They acted, they fell at your feet, they did mythological film, Telugu film is legendary, NTR Garu. But the point of the matter is, what is wrong with him? I mean, he took his role very seriously, or you think, Kasturi, that's not the point. He is like that.
I don't know. I think he was a Big Boss contestant where he might have expressed this kind of self. I don't know because I didn't watch it. With all due respect to Shivaji Garu, I mean, I'm sure he didn't expect such a backlash. But I have to point out, Sudhaji, that even his so-called apology, okay, the apology starts with his movie's name. He mentions his movie's name 2-3 times prominently first, so the PR work is taken care of. And then he says, I said don't wear bad dress, wear nice dress, okay? Because Mr. Shivaji, like all these male chauvinists, and I will use the word men, okay? All these chauvinistic, patriarchal, regressive people has his verdict has the ultimate opinion on what is a nice dress and what is a bad dress. Please note that there is a bad dress and there is a nice dress. So, as you yourself pointed out, perhaps the deities of our goddesses, of our Amba, of our Durga Mata, of our Sita Mata in our temples, I'm not sure if they are going to pass the Shivaji standard at this point. Because, in his own words, and I cannot even repeat the words that he said.
Yes.
In his own words, సామాన్లు అన్న కనిపించే విధంగా, as in you're showing all your body parts. So I don't think our god statues are going to pass the Shivaji standard, okay? And then he says, Okay, I said that they should dress appropriately. They should wear nice clothes. So in that, I use certain expletives. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I should not have used the expletives. I didn't mean all the women, but I stand by my thoughts.
Yes,
So,
not all the women. Yeah, yeah, right, right.
not all the women. And then the next thing is, I stand by my thought. I stood by it. He proudly says that he stands by the concept of women being judged on the basis of clothes, on the basis of their clothing, their appearance in public. I'm okay with it. Let's even give that to him.
Okay.
I'm even okay with, dressing to suit the occasion. But that's the whole point, isn't it? This is the movie industry. We are in a glamorous field. We are certainly not going to go to a temple wearing the same red carpet outfits that we wear to the movie launch or something. We're not going to be using movie song sequence clothing for real life. One knows that. One knows that the movies is showbiz,
Right.
and you got to have a personality to project there. And you don't eat, you don't kill people. You're not Mangapati in real life.
Yes.
You're not this guy. I mean, unfortunately, I think he thought he was Mangapati. He started role playing that. It worked for him in the movie, so I think he's just bought into it himself.
Right.
He needs to come out of this Superman syndrome, super Godfather syndrome that he is currently going through,
Right.
and needs to look at his own family women. He needs to go look at the photos of his family on Instagram, his family on social media, and then decide whether his wife, his sisters, his children are all passing the Shivaji standard.
Right.
And this is not just about Shivaji. This is about all the people who block into applause.
Yes.
This is all
Yeah,
about
cheering him and saying, yay, and there were women also there. Maybe they bought into, that character, Mangapati, or the stardom that he has. But
No, there are women who may not, I'm going to be very blunt about this.
Sure.
There are women who cannot carry off a glamorous dress.
Yeah.
Not everybody is a Scarlett Johansson, not everybody is a Deepika Padukone, so you can't dress like them.
Yeah.
Deepika Padukone looks fantastic in a bikini. Okay, not everybody has the fitness levels that she has.
Yes.
Not so. Then maybe they're clapping because they feel legitimized.
Yeah, right.
They feel happy.
Yeah.
But this is not about women's judgment. This is
All
about
right.
the influence that women have.
Yeah.
This is about every woman who is told, who's raised with the same patriarchal thoughts that these guys poison our minds with. Cover up, cover up, cover up. It's worse. There is a whole religion based on women's clothing.
Yes.
Where they tell you if you don't cover up, you're not following the religion.
Yes, I know, Kasturi, where you're coming from. And before I let you go, I'll just ask you quickly one question. But we are talking about the film industry, where I have seen your journey. I mean, you're not even from the industry, you were picked up by somebody to come and act. I'm talking about you, where you have to suddenly wear a dress and you said, I'm very uncomfortable, sir. Can you give me something? Oh, no, you wear this, you have to wear it. I have seen legends also, whether it is Jay Lalita, where dressing glamorously for a role. So we always thought sitting outside or in a film set where I went as a spectator, that look at this, this is so kind of agenda driven. You are playing this, you are Silk Smitha and I am XYZ. We got to do an item number, short, cut, over, you go to your chairs and you sip your, nariyal pani or whatever else. But this is what I am not understanding is that it is so stark in your industry, Kasturi.
Yeah, well, I am not going to say it's stark in just my industry. Number one, yes. Did I face pressure to wear certain kind of clothes for the box office appeal? Absolutely. Does every heroine who comes into the industry face pressures about revealing some skin? I'm sure they do. Does that mean that they are disrespected for it within the industry? No. I have the greatest of respect for two legends who made their careers out of item numbers. One is Jaimalni Garu and one is the late Silk Smitha. And I have seen them on the sets and I have seen the respect that they commanded from everybody in the sets. It was an absolutely professional situation for them. They would be wearing the most glamorous clothes, but everybody knew what they were doing. So it was to titillate the audience. Nobody was thinking that it is a real life thing. Everybody knew that this is what was expected. That was the assignment, number one. But number two, I want to say this is not just about movies. Just recently, we saw how I believe the Finland beach volleyball women's team were not permitted to play their match because they showed up in t-shirts and cycling shorts, and the beach volleyball association wanted them to show up in bikinis and thongs. Was that for the sake of the sport, or was it for the sake of TV viewership? Think about this. It's men, Sudaji. It's men all over the world, even in sport.